Welcome to Stories at Night, a quiet place to slow down, curl up under a blanket, and let your imagination wander. Some stories will make you smile, some might give you chills, and others will linger like a dream long after the night ends. So dim the lights, get comfortable, and let the story take you away. Mara Lane's phone rang at 5:12 a.m. Not vibrating, not chiming, ringing. Only one kind of person called her that early. Someone with a problem they didn't want the police involved in. She groaned, rolled over in bed, and snatched the phone. "If this isn't life or death, I'm voicing you double," a frantic voice answered. "Is this Mara Lane, the private investigator?" She sat up. "Depends on who's asking. My name is Nolan. I need your help, please. My sister is missing." Mara rubbed her eyes. Missing persons. Always messy, always emotional, always urgent. "Did you file a police report?" she asked. "I can't," he said. "Not yet. They'll ruin everything." "Great. One of those." "What's your sister's name?" Mara asked. "Chief Elena Reyes," he said. Mara blinked, as in Elena Reyes, the celebrity chef with the viral cooking show. "Yes," he said quickly. "She disappeared last night after closing her restaurant. I found her phone smashed outside the back door, and Mara pressed. She left blood on the pavement." That got Mara standing. "Text me the address." She said, "I'm on my way." Elena's restaurant, Fire and Saffron, sat on the trendy part of downtown. Sleek windows, warm lighting, a line even at 6 p.m. on a Thursday. Now, at sunrise, it was quiet, too quiet. Nolan waited outside, pacing. Mara spotted him immediately. Mid-30s, panic all over him, dark circles under his eyes. "You Mara?" his voice trembling. "That's me," she said. "Show me." He led her around the side alley, empty dust dumpsters, a loading dock, a single lantern flickering above a metal door. Then Mara crouched, a splash of dark red on the pavement. Fresh, but smeared, like someone had tried to wipe it. She snapped a photo, then another. "How much blood did she lose?" Mara asked. "A few drops," Nolan said. "Not enough for a major injury." Mara nodded. "Could be a struggle. Could be a cut. Could be staged." Nolan flinched. "Staged?" Mara scanned the alley. "Tell me what happened last night." "Elena closed the restaurant at midnight," Nolan said. "She texted me she was on her way home. She never arrived." "Security cameras?" He shook his head. "Conveniently offline." Mara raised an eyebrow. "That's never a coincidence." She studied the door. No forced entry, a faint scrape near the handle, the kind you'd get from a ring or bracelet catching the metal. "Did Elena wear jewelry?" Mara asked. "Silver bracelet," Nolan said. "Always." Mara inhaled sharply. That scrape was fresh. Someone grabbed her. Someone pulled her. Someone took her. Mara stood. "Who would want to hurt your sister?" Nolan hesitated. "Mara," he whispered. "She wasn't just a chef. She was investigating something." "Bingo." "What kind of something?" Mara asked. "A food supply fraud case," he said. "She thought someone in the city's restaurant chains network was laundering money." Mara exhaled. "Went at them alone." He nodded. "She said she found proof last night," Nolan whispered. "Real proof." Mara felt the puzzle start to form. She didn't like its shape. "Go inside." Inside Fire and Saffron, everything glowed warm amber. Copper pots hung above an immaculate kitchen. Herbs dangled from racks. The dining room looked untouched, but the office, Office was chaos. Doors pulled open, paper scattered, a shattered mug on the floor, mirror crouched, lifting a torn sheet. It was a supply invoice, not from the restaurant, from a warehouse in the edge of town. Harborview Distribution Company. Grabbed another sheet. Same warehouse, except this one was altered. Numbers corrected in pen, circled, crossed out. Nolan hovered behind her. What does it mean? It means Elena found discrepancies in supply shipments. Someone's cooking the books. She checked the computer, password protected, but a sticky note on the monitor read ER 2025. Mara typed it. The desktop unlocked. The last open file popped up. A draft email titled, I know who's behind it. Mara read quickly. Elena wrote, the paper trail leads back to Harborview Distribution. They're hiding more than mislabeled inventory. Someone senior is manipulating the flow of premium imports. Fraud, corruption, and threats. They're behind the shipments. The email stopped. Not finished. Mara zoomed in at the bottom. A finger print. Smudged. Dark. Blood. Elena never finished this, Mara said softly. Nolan swallowed, so the person she was going to expose found her first, Mara finished. She stood abruptly. I'm going to Harborview. Now? Nolan asked. Before whoever took Elena realizes someone else is asking questions. The warehouse loomed over the river, huge, metallic, industrial. Forklifts slept like still beasts against the walls. Trucks lined the loading bays. Too quiet. Mara approached the office entrance. Closed. Sign. Rang the buzzer. No response. She slipped around the side, caught sight of a cracked window, and slid inside. The air smelled like spices, expensive ones, saffron, vanilla, imported chilies, but beneath that, something sharp. Chemical. She moved through the shadows, past crates labeled produce and dry goods. She cracked one open. Bags of rice. Layer 2, sealed envelopes with cash. Maris whispered softly. Money laundering confirmed. Then she heard footsteps, heavy ones. A flashlight beam cut the dark. Mara ducked behind a crate. Two men walked past her hiding spot. One tall, broad, shaved head. The other lean, wary, jittery. Wary said. Boss said she was snooping in the supply logs. How close was she? Shaved head grunted. Close enough. We gabbed her. That chef's got guts. But she doesn't know when to quit. Mara's pulse hammered. And Elena was still alive? The weary man said, Where's she now? Shaved head shrugged. Something about a problem to fix? Rory shivered. I hate when he says that. He walked away. Mara waited until their footsteps faded, then slipped toward the far office. She pulled a tension wrench and picked from her boot. Click. The door opened. Inside a desk. A laptop, filing cabinets. Mara sat at the computer and powered it on. Password locked. Naturally, she rifled through the doors. Receipts, shipment logs, company ID cards. One card caught her name. A name. Calvin Maverick. General Manager. Mara's stomach tightened. She knew that name. Everyone did. Merrick wasn't just a warehouse manager. He was a silent investor in half the city's restaurant scene. Behind the scenes, always clean, always smiling, always untouchable. She scanned the room. A metal binder sat on the side table labeled Audit A. Inside, list of illegal imports, fake inventory numbers, fraudulent invoices, and one page circled in red. Elena Reyes. Flagged. Mira's heart sank. snapped photos of everything. Then she found the second binder, labeled corrections. Inside, blackmail notes, threats, payments, names of chefs, owners, suppliers. At, at the bottom, problem, E. Reyes. Status, remove. Maria's phone buzzed. Text from an unknown number. Stop looking for her. This is your only warning. She didn't breathe. Then another text. Check the freezer. Alone. Now. Mara froze. A trap. Obviously. But she had no choice. She slid her knife from its sheath and headed for the freezer. Cold slammed into her face as she opened the industrial freezer door. Frosted boxes, hanging meat hooks, steam curling in the light. Then, a choked gasp. Maria rushed forward. Elena sat tied to a metal chair, frost on her hair, shivering, lips blue. Hey, hey, I've got you, Mara said, slicing the ropes. Elena whimpered, He's still here. Mira stiffened. Who? A voice echoed behind her. Me. Maria spun. Calvin Merrick stood in the doorway, holding a stun baton. Tall, polished, calm, executive demeanor with a criminal core. I warned you, he said. Maria stepped in front of Elena. Let her go. You're done. Merrick smiled. You don't understand what we do here. Money laundering, fraud, kidnapping, assault, Mara muttered. Looks pretty clear. Merrick shrugged. Restaurants are unstable. Profits fluctuate. So we stabilize the system, redistribute cost, control supply. Guaranteed success. By blackmailing chefs, Merrick snapped. By controlling who thrives and who fails, he said. We build the city's culinary future. Merrick sneered. You're not a curator. You're a criminal. His smile dropped. You've seen too much. He lunged. Mara ducked as the stun baton cracked against the metal rack. Sparks flew. She tackled him into a table. Boxes toppled. He swung again. She dodged and rammed her elbow into his ribs. Merrick stumbled, gasping. Mara grabbed a frozen ham from nearby rack and swung it like a bat. Connected. Hard. Merrick dropped to his knees. Mara kicked the stun baton away and pinned him. You're under a citizen's arrest, she said, breathless. Try anything, and next time I'll use something heavier. Police arrived minutes later. Elena rode to the hospital, hypothermic, but alive. Merrick and his two thugs were cuffed and hauled away. Detectives swarmed the warehouse, praising Mara as she handed over files, photos, logs, and proof of the laundering scheme. Nolan hugged his sister through tears. Mara leaned against the police car, finally letting her heartbeat settle. Detective Payne approached her. You know, private investigators don't usually do half the cop's job for them. Tell your budget committee to hire more detectives, Mara said dryly. Payne chuckled. We owe you one, big time. Mara shrugged. Just doing my job. As dawn broke, Nolan approached. Mara, he said softly, thank you. She smiled. Your sister's tough. She did most of the work. I just followed the trail. Elena, wrapped in blankets, called out from the ambulance, voice shaky but determined. You're getting a lifetime of free meals at my restaurant. Mara walked over. Hold you to it. Elena smiled weakly. And Mara? Watch out for Merrick. He's going to prison, Mara said. You're safe. Elena shook his head. Not him. Mara frowned. What do you mean? Elena whispered. His partners. The one he was afraid of. They're still out there. Mara's felt ice crawl down her spine. New players, new stakes, new case. She exhaled. Let them come. Thank you for spending part of your evening with Stories at Night. I hope tonight's tale took you somewhere new. Maybe it made you smile, stirred a memory, or sent a pleasant chill down your spine. These stories remind us that even when the world grows quiet, imagination stays wide awake, whispering, laughing, and dreaming right alongside us. New stories arrive here 2 times a week, each one a little different, each one its own escape. So when you're ready to unwind again, come back, get cozy, and let the next story take you away. Until then, rest well, dream deeply, and keep listening to Stories at Night.